Now, we'll run through the last 5 real quick. Our top 5, we got the Los Angeles Rams sitting there at 5. I actually have them at 4. Logan has them at 5. Of course, Matthew Stafford, the biggest upgrade across the board for any team at any position. It's just huge for the Los Angeles Rams. Someone can actually win them games on the offense. It's really the only move they made. I mean, they lost John Johnson. I think that's really all they lost.
Yeah, I don't think they've added any free agents that I've seen.
Troy Hill, Gerald Everett, Morgan Fox.
Yeah.
A couple other guys.
And they paid Higbee, so Everett's not a huge loss. Yeah, Stafford is a great add. He makes his team so much better. I mean, this team was competitive with Goff. Going to be really good with Stafford.
They beat the Seahawks in the playoffs, right? Or no, did the Seahawks beat them? They beat the Seahawks,
They beat
right?
the Seahawks, yeah.
So, they got a playoff win with Jared Goff. Imagine what they'll do with Matthew Stafford.
And a hobbled Jared Goff at that.
Yeah. He didn't even play half the game. It was the other guy, the backup.
Sean Wolford.
No, the backup started, then he got hurt, then Goff came in. That's right. That was weird.
Yeah, backup got lit up.
Akers is going to be great. The wide receivers are already solid and established. Kupp and Robert Woods. I mean, Stafford's just going to elevate that team.
I'm so glad to see Stafford out of Detroit.
Yeah, it's going to be nice seeing him play some meaningful football.
Yeah. Number 4, we got the Buffalo Bills. Tyler has them at 5. I have them at 3. Josh Allen really proved what he's capable of this year. Finally broke through.
Electric.
After spending the previous season, ending it with a lateral to nowhere in the playoffs, he really improved, and he's just using his brain more, is what it seems like.
MVP candidate for Josh Allen. I mean, he was just great. Thank goodness they're bringing in Mitch Trubisky, though. I mean, that's a huge signing.
MVP.
I mean, yeah.
They might have the MVP and the MVP.
That'd be pretty funny. But Trubisky, I don't know why they bring him in for $10 million, $12 million, something like that. Was it that much? I don't remember how much it was.
What the contract
I thought it was
details were.
double digits, though.
I can check
Maybe it's around 8. But they also brought in Emmanuel Sanders to replace John Brown. I like that. I mean, John Brown's still better, but a veteran wide receiver, I don't know. Hopefully they draft someone. Or Gabriel Davis. I do like Gabriel Davis. He's a rookie they drafted last year. So hopefully maybe Sanders helps him out, helps develop him a little bit. But
Trubisky's deal was 1 year, 2.5, so not bad for a backup.
That's actually really cheap for a backup.
Yeah.
But hopefully they don't have to play a snap with Trubisky under center. So.
Yeah. I mean, that team can probably still be mediocre with Trubisky, but Josh Allen is so much better.
Well, yeah. Next up, we got the Packers. Or you got anything else?
I was just going to say, the Bills need a complement back to Singletary.
They do. They need number 1 running back because Singletary and Zach Moss aren't going to get it done.
They need a power back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Packers at number 3. I have them at 3. Logan has them at 4. But, not a whole lot of moves. They re-signed Aaron Jones. They lost Corey Linsley, which I don't like. I think they lost their second corner, or he retired or something.
That secondary was already bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Kevin King get just bullied in the playoffs. They need weapons to the offense. We say that every year, and they never add weapons for Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers is so good. They need a secondary. They haven't signed any free agents yet, so I'm hoping they add people.
Well, they are losing Kevin King. He is a free agent. So, I mean, it's good to get him out, but it's also bad because you have probably someone worse to replace him.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it didn't look like you could get much worse than Kevin King in that playoff game. He was pretty terrible.
If only they had like a first or a second rounder from last year's draft that could fill in at the second cornerback position. But no, they spent it on Jordan Love and a backup running back in A.J. Dillon, who is now going to be a backup for 4 years, or should be, unless you plan on starting him over someone you're paying $12 million a year.
Re-signing Jones or extending Jones made a lot of sense, but also it makes that Dillon pick look even worse. The first 3 rounds of that draft were very confusing. They
obviously can compete for Super Bowls. They were right there this year. Maybe a couple questionable calls go the other way, and they're in the Super Bowl. It's sad to see that Aaron Rodgers and the organization doesn't support Rodgers enough, right?
I'd like to see Rodgers. Man, send Rodgers to Miami.
Don't move him. Just get him some other wide receiver.
I'm not saying the Packers should. I'm just saying that'd be a sick team.
That would be a good team, but
Yeah.
I don't know. He should stay a Packer for life.
Yeah, he should, but
hopefully they help him out.
And I don't see Rodgers being a Packer. I see him ending up somewhere else.
There's great wide receiver draft class. Go get him some help. Number
2.
2.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Big one.
Yeah, made the Super Bowl last year.
Lost in the Super Bowl last year.
They lost the Super Bowl. Don't love their offseason by any means. They cut both starting tackles. Why?
Joe Thuney.
They brought back Joe Thuney, but
the offensive tackles were old. They were both over 30. One of them was 35.
I like Mitchell Schwartz a lot.
But Eric Fisher's they're getting younger with Joe Thuney. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I don't love it.
You don't like it, but they're not moving so far backwards. But
no, I don't have them dropping any spots. Yeah. We both had them at 2.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Mahomes was nuts in that
He's
Super Bowl.
Still Mahomes. And I thought it was fun to see them actually try and get, who was it, Juju or Will Fuller?
Yeah,
they tried to sign.
They made an offer to Juju.
Yeah. I wish he had gone there. Cool. That would have been amazing. Him in the slot, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, that would have been electric. Yeah. I mean, just the most dynamic offense we might have ever seen. I mean,
with an offense with that much speed, there's not much you can do.
Unreal.
McCall Hardman and Tyreek Hill.
Crazy.
One of them gets the ball in the open field and they're gone. Mm-hmm. But in Mahomes, if he could get people that could catch the ball when he throws it to him, like Kelsey's really good.
What are you going to do?
But there were so many drops in that Super Bowl on just insane.
Of course, number 1 has to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, Tom Brady is still Tom Brady. He will always be Tom Brady. We're going to be talking about this in 10 years, and Tom Brady is still going to be playing on the number 1 team in the league. But he's just unreal. And they managed to bring just about everybody back, right? They got Shaq Barrett. They re-signed him. They got the linebacker Levante David. They brought him back on a big deal. Huge deal. They got Gronk back, and they franchise tagged Godwin. So the core, everybody's back. They still got a bunch of young pieces, too. I mean, the team's great. I mean, of course, Brady elevates it to the number 1 team in the league. It's just, is he going to stop? Will he stop? Is anything going to stop him?
And that defense is so much better than it's been for so long. The Buccaneers have had one of the worst defenses in the league for a long time. And that defense really just was so great last year. Sean Murphy bunting was insane in that playoff run. Mm-hmm. He spent, what do you go, like 3 or 4 games with a pick every game?
Him and Antoine Winfield, that's amazing secondary duo. Beautiful.